Well, let me do this. A couple of announcements, and then I think we're going to call it to a close. We're only a few minutes past time. We're not going anywhere for a little while, so hopefully people will stay around and chat a bit. We're not going to get booted out like in 5 minutes. We have the room for a while. Please keep the conversation going. You'll find if you look at the crosstabs and the top lines, there is still so much to mine on this thing, and I'm still finding interesting stuff that we really couldn't get into the PowerPoint and these wonderful presentations by Latino Decisions. You should comment on this in any way you can. I'm doing better at this. Our hashtag is PBI Latino Poll, and we urge people to look at both the Latino Decisions website and the Pat Brown Institute website. The top lines and crosstabs are already up. The news release, which summarizes a lot of the material, is up. We will be posting the PowerPoint by 11 o'clock, I believe. So this is all information that you can share with friends and keep going. We're going to keep talking about this. So if you have questions you'd like to ask about the data, one thing we did at the Asian American poll that was a lot of fun was saying, what should we have asked? And if we have it in the data, we could run it and let you know, and then we'll post the answer on our website, maybe on both of our websites. It's a way to say, I wish you had cross-referenced religiosity with age, for example, or which we did, but or something else. There's so much interesting stuff yet to go. I think that watching the outcome on Measure M is going to be interesting. And one thing I'd want to point out is 73% of LA City voters, Latino voters, favor Prop M, which tells you that it's getting less support outside the city of Los Angeles. And you know, in the Southeast cities, there has been a lot of debate about Measure M. And one of the things we may try to look at ourselves in the data is to try to pull out some data from the Southeast cities and see how that goes. San Gabriel Valley is interesting, South Bay. The question of Measure M, of course, is will that LA city support be sufficient? Remember, getting the 2/3, these things usually circle around 65 to 68, and it goes right down to the wire. The other measures we're going to be watching. I want to thank Adrian and Matt for a wonderful presentation and for being such great partners to work with on this, and look forward to working with you on more stuff. Just remember, I will make the final decision on which questions. That's right. And I bear complete responsibility for that, and feel free to blame me anytime. Not being a pollster, it's I have no worries about that.
We have to blame someone. So.
Have to blame someone. And thank you all for coming. It was great to have you, and great to have your questions and your obvious interest. And thank you all very much.
Thank you.